Have you ever had one of those rides where nothing went right? Yes, of course you have, you're a cyclist. You know the kind where you get the bike out of the garage only to find that you have a flat, so you fix that, only then to discover that your gears won't index properly, so you sort those out. You make 3 pedal revolutions, only for the cleat to come loose, so you tighten that up, and then, just when you think all is going well and you're at the furthest point from home, the heavens open and you suddenly get punctures in both tyres. Makes you want to throw the bike in the nearest hedge, go home and take up knitting. But if you think about it, overcoming these minor aggravations are the very things that make you become a better cyclist. On this particular day, you've given yourself considerable experience replacing inner tubes, indexing your gears, tightening up cleat bolts, and finally riding in the rain. Isn't life great? Every time we get on our bikes, we're literally riding off into the unknown. Okay, we might have a good idea about where we're going, how long it will take us, and what's in store along the way. And 9 times out of 10 we're right. But life has an uncanny way of handing out a few unwanted surprises. If we're lucky, those surprises turn out to be fairly minor challenges. Punctures, adverse weather conditions, getting lost and whatnot. But on rare occasions they can turn into something more. So how can you avoid all of these unwanted surprises? Well, in a word, you can't. You can research things, plan it all out, prepare the bike, and even pack every single kind of rain jacket, gilet and arm warmer you can think of, only to discover that on this particular day the circus is in town and the roads are gridlocked with clowns and elephants. You'd be surprised how often that happens. If we can't overcome these challenges, all we can do is try to embrace them. They're always going to be there in one form or another, so why not try to find some way of turning them to your advantage? If you can't, the last thing you'll want to do is stop and let them beat you. The other day I got caught in a heavy downpour. It was completely full on. Heavy rain, cold and very windy. I initially took shelter, thinking that it was only a passing shower, but as I sat there I saw that it was not going to go away, and I soon realised that I had a choice to make. I could either stay there, getting colder and colder in the hope that it would eventually stop, or I could take charge of it, get my soggy ass back on the bike and ride through the rain until I got home. As I was cycling, I remembered that famous line, "When you're going through hell, keep going." I had about 15 kilometres to ride, and in that weather I knew it wasn't going to be a bundle of laughs. Even though it was a relatively long way, I knew all I had to do was keep turning the pedals round and I would eventually get there. After 3/4 of an hour of cycling, the rain hadn't let up for one single moment. I was soaked through to the skin and extremely grumpy to say the least, judging by the amount of swearing that I'd been doing. But at least I had arrived home and I would soon be enjoying a hot shower and settling down to a nice cup of tea and a stroopwafel. I then thought of my slightly damp self shivering away in the bus shelter 45 minutes further back down the road, and I had to smile, thinking, well, at least I'm not that bloke. Challenging days like these are never very pleasant at the time. It's only with hindsight that you're able to reflect on them and realise that somehow you'd found the strength to push on and overcome them. In many ways, a challenge is an opportunity to build character and experience. Just as exercise strengthens the body, Overcoming adversity gives us the mental skills, stamina and fortitude to be able to deal with pretty much anything life tries to throw at us, and as such we shouldn't be afraid of it. Cycling is as much a mental thing as it is physical. In fact, I would say that if you want to get great results with your cycling, you will almost certainly have to face and overcome a few great challenges and obstacles along the way. Basically, to be a great climber, you will need to be willing to push yourself hard up a hill, or if you want to be a faster rider, you will need to embrace a little bit of pain. Hopefully, the results will be very rewarding. Thanks for watching.